everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game could be full of exciting plays as we have two teams who can get up and down the field. The Packers are top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Seahawks defense that will need to be at the top of its game. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. First carry for Thomas Rawls. No gain on the play there, second down. Our chance to show you the offense here, Tyler Lockett. Charles, your thoughts?
Loved him coming out of Kansas State. The third Lockett that played there after his father and his uncle. An absolute true threat every time he touches the ball to take it to the house.
Complete. Richardson has it. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They run with a power back, Rawls. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A really nice carry there by the Flint, Michigan native Thomas Rawls.
A transfer from Michigan back to Central Michigan. Got overlooked in the NFL draft when he came out. Ended up being a priority free agent. And boy, what a rookie season he had before injuring an ankle. This guy is something else. When he gets going, their offense really responds.
Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Mike Daniels continues to get better and better with each year. A nice run stopper inside.
On second down, Rawls fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews, in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On second down, here's Wilson. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Third and long, it's Wilson. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catch. Or touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And, right away, he lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a...
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jimmy Graham, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
Now some love it, some hate it. Here it is. It's the Wildcat look.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. 3rd down here. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now the former Gamecock, Spencer Lanning, on to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Taken from just outside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt it.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll give the Packers a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They come out here in the eye. And they give this time to the tailback. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers get a score closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
And some room to run now. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Throwing is Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. On first down, Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jared Cook, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. He's got it, and it's now 23-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On first down, Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
In the slot on the right is Graham. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the four-down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle. Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Second down following the run.
A one-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of one-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional one-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
He completes it to Nelson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Brief break in the action here. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Caught left side by Cobb. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Rodgers now on 1st down. The left side throw complete to Adams. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On the ground with Ripkowski, and he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Hold everything here. We're going to get a time. Timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. Second down and 4. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. And he puts it through. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Let's go!
Final play of the half for Boykin. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. First and goal here from the 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Rodgers to throw under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The 2015 Pro Bowler, Michael Bennett, in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Rodgers now to throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So 2 field goals now for Crosby, a man who became the Packers' all-time leading scorer last year, topping the mark set by Ryan Longwell.
And as you know, Lambeau Field is not an easy place to kick field goals, especially when you get into December and January. But Crosby's been a steadying influence on some real good Packers teams.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that. Super tall.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage in your tight end on that one.
Now Rodgers surveying the field. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. From midfield, here's Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. They give him 12 yards.